Today on the channel, we get Ultimate once again with the WWE Ultimate Greatest Hits, Batista.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Batista. But for all your Batista needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And Batista back in the Ultimate Edition line with a little bit of a twist with this one. A little bit of something different with this one. And let's explain it. How about? Okay. Well, the original Ultimate Edition Batista, which we unboxed on the channel, was a Target exclusive. Now, of course, Target has those Ultimate exclusives. I think The Undertaker's the next one hitting store shelves here in the next month or so. So be on the lookout for Undertaker. But we have Batista over there at Target as a Target exclusive. And for most part, came and went pretty fast. So a lot of people probably got it, but a few people maybe missed out. Obviously, Batista, a big time star in the WWE, I guess we'd say. I almost said Hall of Famer. Not quite yet. Will be there, I'm sure. But Batista, a big star. Everybody wants Batista. Well, the Target edition had different packaging, of course, but also was different in the trunk colors. And we'll compare that later on in this video. So I like what they did right here as part of the Greatest Hits line. Not everybody had access to a Target, whatever it is, so they couldn't get that original Batista. So they made this available to everybody in the Greatest Hits line. That's nice and all, but now that they gave a twist with new tight design, new boot design, etc., makes it feel just a little bit different for those completists out there, those longtime collectors. They're getting something a little bit fresh right here. So I think that is the way to go with these greatest hits, these from the vault figures, these greatest hit re-releases with Ultimate Edition. Give a little twist, give a new head, give a new t-shirt, give a new paint design. Give something a little bit different just to make your longtime fans, longtime collectors feel good about it. And as we always say, I understand both sides of the story on re-releases. And I agree. If I was Mattel, I would re-release a heck of a lot of stuff because there's a lot of key looks and a lot of key individuals that people missed out on. Mattel, they're a business. They need to make the money. Well, let's re-release that stuff. I don't doubt them. I don't blame them at all for doing that. But I would do it like they did with this Batista. I think this is a perfect example how a re-release should be done, if you ask me, for whatever that's worth. And if you ask me for whatever that's worth, how we're going to do this review, Kyle? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we'll compare it to the other Batista in a little bit. But there he is, old Dave Batista, looking only like a Batista would look if he was trying to decide between Raw and SmackDown. It's a tough decision. You got to weigh your options. You definitely do. We got Batista up there at the top. Big window box, Ultimate Edition there. Of course, much like The Rock that he shares his Greatest Hits wave, there is a packaging variant. So if that is your thing, head over to Ringside, check that out, of course. WWE logo and Batista over here. Batista over here. And then on the back, we get the figure glamour shot. We got the guy glamour shot. We got the tail of tape. We got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend Batista. 6'6" from Washington, D.C. Complicated this time of year, I'm sure. Finisher, the old Batista bomb. Career highlights, World Heavyweight Champion. 2005 was the year of the animal. After winning the Royal Rumble, Batista gave Triple H an iconic thumbs down, singling the Ed of Evolution. He defeated Triple H at WrestleMania 21 for the World Heavyweight Championship, ending the game's long reign of terror. Batista defended his title against Edge, JBL, and Eddie Guerrero, and solidified his place as one of the top superstars in WWE history. How about that? Old Batista getting it done. Getting it done. And can I get it done in the tape department right here? There we go. Going to cut that right there. See what it says on the side? You know, Batista, it's a lonely life if you're Batista because he walks alone. He does. And he's also the animal. But where's the hawk? That's what I want to know. I love the animal, but where's the hawk? We need the hawk off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison time. Batista, a lot of accessories here, a lot of stuff going on, and I'm here for that. We get the SmackDown and Raw contracts. Whoa, as they go flying across the desk right here. Get that. See you later. Bam. Goodbye. Oh, we're locked in. And I don't understand why these Ultimates, they lock in all these hands. I guess I do understand why, because they don't want the hands getting dislodged in the packaging. So I guess if you're a mid-arm card collector, you definitely appreciate that. For me, I'm opening these up, but I guess I do understand the reasoning for locking all these hands down. But looking good, looking good. Oh my gosh, the ankles. Always forget about those ankles locked down. Nobody likes their ankles locked down, do they? Well, maybe. Maybe some people are into that. You never know. You never know. But all right, let's pop these hands out. All kinds of Batista hands going on here. Good look. A good look for the hands. And then we get old Batista himself. As the twist ties are flying. Let me tell you, they're flying all over this table right now. See you later. Goodbye. Let me try to clear out some of these twist ties. The end of the year, I'm saving all these twist ties. Going to put them in a kiddie pool, and I'm going to swim through them all. That's a real thing. Stay tuned later on this year. But let's get down to old Batista. Let's start off with the accessories here. Let's get down to it. We'll start with the hands per the norm. We do got Fists of Fury. You got to have those Fists of Fury for Batista. You got to have the thumbs up and the thumbs down hand so he can cosplay as Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho! Man, maybe not, but he's going to give old Triple H the thumbs down. We know how that goes. So we do got those. And we do got the open splayed out hands if you need those as well. So a lot of personality with the hands, as we do know. 2 gripping hands out of the package. And that's the thing. You got to try to make this one, even though it's painted different than the prior greatest hits, you want to make it feel as different as possible. At least I do. And that's what we're going to do there. Now we do get to the SmackDown Raw contracts. These are kind of cool because you could use these for other characters if you wanted to. But it is nice. It does say WrestleMania 21, all that kind of stuff on there. WWE, nice clipboard. Looks very nice. Raw, SmackDown. Nice, good stuff for some figure photographers to use along the way. We do get the big gold belt here, one of the most iconic belts of all time, if you ask me. Not quite to the Winged Eagle level, but a beautiful one right here. Batista carried that very proudly, as we do know. Looking good. Then we get the soft good shirt, got the Velcro in the back, and it just straight up says the Animal. Oh, shout out to the Animal. Eric Burden, he's around somewhere, I'm sure. I think Eric Burden died, but I don't know. The Animal, shout out to him, shout out to him. But now we get down to the figure itself. Let's start with these head sculpts. Get the very stoic head for Batista right out of the package. Gotta say, this body looks a little strange. We'll dive into that in a second here. But he's got a little of that flavor saver down there. I don't know what you call that there. He's got a little chin strap going on, facial hair, black hair, jet back. Got 2 eyes, got a nose, a mouth, and 2 ears. He's playing those human hits right here at the table. Looking interesting for Batista. Very stoic. Second head, we get a little smirk, a little smiling face. Definitely looks like Batista, back when he had hair, of course. Then the third one, this is the one I may use for this one. He's screaming and yelling. It looks like he's throwing a temper tantrum, or he's celebrating after his world title victory. Be your own adventure. Choose your own adventure on that one there. Oh my gosh, the arm just falls right off with a simple touch. What are we doing there? I don't know, but it fell off, but it goes back in easily. Some of these Ultimates, of course, you can remove the arms, especially getting the shirts on and off. We've seen that with Eddie Guerrero, for example. But man, this body style in the Ultimates sometimes does look a little strange, and he does look a little strange from a distance. You just kind of look at it. It just has a weird body. I mean, Batista's a big dude. Nobody's doubting that, but it just looks a little bit strange here. Does got that huge tattoo on the back. That had to take some time for sure. Blue trunks, got the Batista on the back, got that little logo kind of going on the front as well. Really appreciate the change of the trunks on this one and the change of the boots with the silver and black attack, like a young Oakland Raiders out there. Big black knee pads, black elbow pads. You got the arm tattoos as well. This is before he went all in on many more tattoos, as we do know, but looking good as far as tattoos are concerned. Very nice. He does got those big butterfly shoulders on here. Arms go all the way around for us. Got the old bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. We're here for that. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Head removable. Not a lot of movement out of that head. It almost looks like he's just sitting on top there. It's almost like he has no neck at all. It's a little bit weird looking. Hula hoop, traditional waist. Big old Batista splits if you need them. And then, of course, you got the old drop down hips that we're used to with the Ultimates by this point. Leg does go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees. Boot cut, ankles up and down, kinda, back and forth, and then, of course, the toe articulation like a young Todd McFarlane right there. Looking good. All the Ultimate articulation at this point here. Now, does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. He does. But it's definitely Batista. It's definitely the greatest hits. That's what we're going to say. But I do got the other version of Batista here. And I don't think, yep, I was going to say, this does not have drop-down hips, so there's another difference between those. And the pinless joints, no, we got pinless joints on this one, but we do got some differences. Uh-oh, as I lose the contract there. Nobody wants to lose the contract. I have this one displayed holding both contracts. I'll probably put the contracts in a baggie is what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to make them as different as possible. Don't think I'll use the contracts. Don't think I'll use the soft goods shirt on the blue one here. I think I'm just going to use the belt and a different head sculpt and different hands, make it feel as different as possible, once again, like I like to do. But you can see those Batista differences, the red knee pads, red elbow pads, black over here. Of course, the trunk's a big part of the difference. Very, very cool. I really like this idea for Greatest Hits. I would love to see Mattel go this approach going forward with stuff, just because I'm a longtime collector. I want to have some differences. And you would think Mattel would say, hey, we're going to get the sale for people that miss Batista. Let's mix it up a little bit. We'll get other people to buy these here. It just makes a lot of business sense to me. But I also understand, I guess, the other part of the business. Well, what's it cost to rerun this, as far as it might be easier just to redo it with the same paint, all that kind of stuff. So a little of this, a little of that, a little of the other, that's the way it goes. But this is my preferred way to do these re-releases, these greatest hits, with this Batista here. So if you missed out on the previous Target one, I think you'll be pretty happy with this one as well. So there it is, old Dave Batista, Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition. What's your guys' thoughts on this one? Did you pick this one up? Were you good enough with this one? Or did you miss out with this one and had to go in for this one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Batista, Greatest Hits, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.